All right. Oh, yeah, we're live. Hey guys. Today, hey guys. Hey guys. Samuel from I Only Code, and today we're gonna talk about what to do when you get fired as a software engineer. This is gonna be a detailed steps on exactly what to do step by step when you get fired as a software engineer. And we're gonna break down these steps in the three categories. Um, the first part is the things that you need to do immediately within 24 hours. And then the second part is going to be within a week, ideally 3 days, within 3 days. And then after 7 days, what you should be doing after that. And I think this is really important because when I got terminated, with all the uncertainties and shock and disbelief that what just happened, the last thing you really want to think about is, did you properly do what you're supposed to do after getting fired? And this video is to provide you detailed step by step on what you should do, um, based on priority as well. Priority level might vary between each individuals, but this is still a really nice general guide on what you should be doing. So just a little context, guys, about what happened to me. I'll put a video right there, or in the details down below if once I make a video of actually once I once I provide a vid. All right, guys. I don't have it. Okay, I don't. Since I made this video um on February 14, actually. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. I made this video exactly 4 weeks since I got terminated. So everything that I'm gonna share to you guys right now, I went through. I just went through it. And all these things that I said took me a little bit longer than it should have, because there's a lot of uncertainties, things I didn't know, because this has never happened. And me getting fired, this is like the first time ever in my whole experience, my whole life getting fired. Usually I'm the one quitting. Um, but yeah, now that I know what it's like, I want to share it to you guys. Because I'm the kind of guy that needs an exact to do with a little a little bit of a priority um put in its place. Anyways, I'm the kind of guy that needs an exact step by step on what to do. And I didn't find that while looking through online. So this is my attempt to help you guys and hopefully help you guys out on exactly what you should need to get done within 24 hours and within 7 days. Let's get to it. So a little bit of context with my with what happened what happened to me is that 4 weeks ago, on January 17 of 2024, I was called into a meeting with an HR and my manager's manager to obviously tell me that I'm terminated. But I didn't know. I thought this was like a peer review feedback kind of a deal, or what it's like being a engineer or something. Um, I was going into that meeting thinking it's gonna be something like that. Little did I know that that was my last time working. And yeah, that it's a pretty sensitive topic for me. I really don't wanna I have a separate video. I'm gonna have a separate video for it. But all in all, though, even though I think well the decision is BS, and what happened was huge lesson learned. I honestly still think the right approach would have been warning us. Instead, essentially, us um I got terminated because I have this private Slack group chat with four other new hires. Well, no, with three other new hires, four of us in total, where we basically say the first thing on our head, unfiltered, and so on and so on, and we just say everything. Obviously, we help each other out in that group chat as well, but some of our conversations were found inappropriate, um, and terminated all four of us. It definitely set the team back really far. And according to my manager's manager, it's gonna be costly for the team and for the company. But despite of them despite of our managers, I think, fighting for us, the upper management essentially put their foot down and said, no, we're gonna have to get rid of every single one of them. Um, yeah. So that happened. So yeah, anyways, with that context, long story, so yeah, TLDR, what happened to all four of us new hired guys is that we have a couple of inappropriate Slack messages that was deemed um okay. Yeah, a TLDR on what happened, or I guess a no, an overview no, TLDR on what happened with me was I was part of this no. TLDR on what happened was I was part of a private Slack group chat between other four new hired guys, and some of the stuff that them, a little bit of me too, talked about was inappropriate and against company policy, even though most of them are jokes. Like literally, we would try to be playful and witty with each other, not really thinking about any consequences or that there's consequence. And they reviewed our nothing really malicious about some of the stuff that we said. It's not like we're starting a war or thinking about stealing from the company or whatever and so on. But um for me specifically, at least, yeah, it was no, we got terminated. Well, what they told me at least was that I got terminated because of alcohol. And basically talking about uh partying and drinking during company hours in a company computer in a company property, which is Slack. I mean, like, obviously I host barbecues, barbecue party with my coworkers where we have alcohol. Obviously, we're gonna be talking about, or I'm gonna be talking about alcohol. I'm not really sure exactly what they saw that they found inappropriate. They wouldn't provide me exact quotes on what I said, only subjects, which is a little weird. But you know what? At the end of the day, though, I have no negative feelings, feedback, or hate towards Garmin. They took a risk with me, and they hired me, and they gave me a great life and a great first job experience. And for that, I am truly, truly grateful for Garmin for that. So no hate on my end. You know, a lot of speculations. I think they made a mistake on citing another side instead of us jokers, I guess. But can't really do anything about that, right? Yeah, we can't really do anything about that, and it's the only thing that you can do and think about is making them regret ever even firing you. And you can only do that by improving yourself tremendously, striving at your next job, and being so successful that they're gonna notice, they're gonna find out. Trust me, they're gonna know that they're gonna realize the mistake that they made, especially if you are, at least for me, I don't know about you guys. I'm kidding. At least for me, I was really, really productive and I was on my shit. Like I don't even check my phone almost compared to my coworkers. I would just grind, 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 grind. I would just do my workout in the morning, go to work, play sports during lunch, more work. Like literally, that was my day to day. Anyways, um, where was I? I got lost now. Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, this is a little bit of context on what happened. Like I said, is that four of us new hired guys. By new, I mean like within 3 years, because in software engineering world, you're considered a rookie or new until you reach about at least 5 years of work experience. That's kind of like I guess, the line before you're actually considered, um, a pro level engineer. And yes, so anyways, so yeah, so yeah, context on what happened was four of us, um, recently hired guys, have a group chat where we just say the first thing that comes into our head. We treat it kind of like a locker room boys talk where we diss each other, we come at each other sometimes, and we talk about what happened in, outside of work or during the weekend. And as people under 20s, sometimes they can get inappropriate. Nothing really malicious or ill intent. Um, just like a bunch of talking about drinking, partying, especially when I host, especially because me, I host, barbecues events for my friends and my coworkers. So obviously, we're gonna be talking about those stuff. Outside, yeah. Obviously, we're gonna be thinking, talking. Obviously, we're gonna be talking about drinking and fun stuff, right? That's basically what we talked about. But some of them, I mean, like I don't know what else kind of conversations were happening because some of them were some of them were said. And yeah, no, obviously I don't know everything that happened or was talked about. um there was a lot of message, or there was multiple times where I don't even check my Slack for like hours, and I would check it and there would be like 100 something messages between the other guys, and I don't even read it sometimes because it's just too much. Like I don't got time for that. um but yeah, just being part of that group chat just put us all into one category of being inappropriate and terminated all of us. Now, I think a warning, or a really strong warning, or even a fee or a fine or something would have been a better approach or a better punishment, right? Not immediate termination, but hey, what do I know? So now that you guys have a little bit of a context on what happened, we can now jump into exactly what to do when you get fired as a software engineer or anyone in the corporate world, basically. So the first thing is and this may or may not apply to you, is save and export everything you own while you still have access to it, if you still have access to it, and as well as log out. Log out of all or log out of all devices if in case you're still logged into your computer browser profile or something like me, or any accounts that you're probably still signed in on. You may want to make sure you're logged out. If not, change your password. That way, no one can access it anymore. And then the next thing is if you're fired like me, which is for my case, inappropriate Slack messages. And if you can, screen record the conversations you've had. Why? Because once you're officially removed, you will lose access on everything, and and asking your previous company's HR team or legal team on exact quotes that you said after you've been terminated will not work. They will basically tell you that they do not provide internal documents, including Slack messages, to anyone outside of the company. So good luck with that once you're fired. So make sure you do that, as well as they will also say something along the line of they will not comment about everyone or anyone on they will not comment on anyone outside of yeah, and they will just refuse to say anything that can basically get them in trouble. And yeah, me asking for exact quotes can definitely get them in trouble. That's probably why they didn't want to provide them. Um, but hey, Jazzy John, what's going on? What's going on? I'm doing well. Um, so yes, that is the first thing that you should be doing. Sorry, that should be the second thing. Okay, those should be the first two things that you should do. Is that make sure the stuff that you need that is yours, you still have access to them, and that you export and save them, as well as log out of everything. And if you were fired because of certain thing, make sure you try to screen record it if you can. Thank you, Jazzy John. What about you? How are you doing? And then the next thing that you want to do is take full advantage of your benefits and your coverage before it disappears. Um, Schedule appointments, right? Awesome, awesome. So yeah, scheduling appointments. For me, I had a cleaning scheduled on February, but since I got fired on January 17, I will be losing my health coverage as soon as February begins. So I had to reschedule my cleaning and make sure it happens immediately. And then the last immediate thing that you should do is have some kind of exit strategy and make sure you have access to your retirement accounts as well as your employee stocks contributions if you have them. Um, so yeah, that's the first thing that you guys should immediately do. Um, both legally to make yourself safe legally, as well as not have any missed money, right? So hey, hey, Judge Jan. Yeah, my goal. What's my goal in Twitch? That's a good question. So my goal in Twitch is everything coding related. Anything tech or coding related. And a couple of healthy software engineering lifestyle. I would want to do that. That's my passion. I love to code, and if I'm gonna be coding, and I love to code, and I think I'm gonna be coding for the rest of my life because it's just my thing. And whenever I go live where I learn something new or I'm trying something new, I just want to show it to everybody and make sure that if you're a software engineer, if you like to code, it doesn't matter if you're coding the same stuff as me, you're gonna have valuable content from me. You're gonna be seeing coding, a lot of coding, a few product reviews, and just having a great software engineering career. I think that's really important. Um, so yeah, that's what you need to know about me. I code professionally. I code. Thank you, thank you. I code professionally. I code on my free time, and I code in my stream. So with that, obviously, you need to have a couple of things, right? Like your own home gym setup. You got to make sure that you are working out as much, or I'm working out as much as I remain sedentary, meaning sitting down all the time. What about you, Judge John? What kind of content are you expecting from here? I mean, nice, nice, nice. Hell yeah, man. Send that to me. Send me that link. Send me that link. I'll come check it out. All right. Um, so now that we're done with the immediate things, yes, I do have Discord. It's I only code as well. Okay. So yeah, n- within a week, this is gonna be the things that you should be doing. Ideally, you do these within 3 days, but maximum 7 days. So yeah, these are the four things that you need to do within a week. It's updating and polishing up your resume, LinkedIn, or website, or any work portfolios that you have. Make sure you have a stellar response on what you previously did at your job, and as well as why you got terminated, and be able to explain that immediately and consistently. And you also don't want to lie, because in case they do a background check, you do not want that on the back of your head or in conscience that you got a job because you lied, and you can get fired of it, because you can get fired of this, and you do not want that on the back of your head. So yes, like I said, first thing you need to do is polishing up your portfolios. And that means your resume, your LinkedIn, and your websites if you have some. And then the next thing that you need to start doing pretty immediately is start applying for jobs. Ideally within the next day. Um, and then also make sure you track all your job applications using, for me, I personally use Google Sheets. That way, if someone calls you out of nowhere, since you applied to 50 different jobs, there's no way for you to remember which job you applied for. Um, and if you want to reference the job description again, you need to have that uh, set up. So you will want to maybe do what I did, which is basically using Google Sheets. I can quickly show you guys. Jazzy 10 here. All right, got you, Jazzy 10. I will follow you in Discord, man. As soon as my stream ends. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So this is an example of a Google Sheet job tracker or job application tracker that I have. You guys feel free to copy this. I basically have in columns companies, excuse me, the company name, the last communication date, what role, status, if you just applied to it or did you get an interview, did you apply via LinkedIn, via their site, and then ideally, or was this a recommended or someone emailed you? Ideally, you want to add a link. That way, for example, let's say for this, you want to see what you just applied for, then you can easily, quickly look through the responsibilities, experience, and so on and so on needed. And then I also add the interview process link here. I usually leave this blank because they usually don't, or it's pretty generic. Location, if it's, yeah, location and other notes. If it's hybrid, or how many years experience are they looking for, or, pay, and, if those matters to you, you may want to add those to the notes as well. And then each rows will have its own section. I don't use this active. You guys can get rid of them. But these are the open ones. Basically, the ones you applied for as well as still ongoing. And then to apply is something that you want to apply for, obviously. And then close are the ones that have rejected you already. And the reason why this is really, really important to have is because once you start applying for your unemployment benefits, which is the next thing in our to-do list, you want to be able to one of the areas you need to fill out is, have you been looking for jobs? And for you to get benefits, you should be applying for jobs. The dates you did it, what you did, and links and company names and roles. So and so basically, and once you have those dates and company names, so what the typically whenever you're applying, once you applied for your unemployment benefits, you're gonna be doing this thing called weekly. Crap. Okay. All right. So now that you guys have seen my job offer tracker, you guys are gonna see another really important reason why keeping track of your job application as someone that just got fired. No. Okay, so now you guys have. So anyways, like I previously said, one of the benefits of keeping track of your job applications is so that you're not lost when you are getting interviewed, and you'll be able to reference anything or remember what your status is or where you're at in your job hunt for this company. Because, for example, if you applied for 3 different positions in, let's say, Uber, and you started getting interviewed in one of them, and another one is already in multiple interview process in, and so on and so on, you don't want to get them confused and mixed up, right? And that has definitely happened to me in the past. That's why I highly, highly, highly recommend to keep track of your job applications. And as someone that just got fired, it's even more important because once you start applying for your unemployment benefits, you will need this list. One of the sections when you start applying for your weekly benefits is telling them the company name, the date, the role, as well as the link and what you did. Basically, did you which is usually what I say in the status. So yeah, literally these 5 section right here, you will need all of this when you're applying for unemployment benefits. So yes. All right. So yeah, now that you guys have seen my wait, hold on, did I transition? Just want to make sure. Okay, yeah, I am back now. Okay, so yeah, so that's my job offer tracker or job application tracker. Then, like I've mentioned already. Oh, okay. Okay, anyways, the next thing that you should start doing is start your unemployment benefits applications and fill it up weekly. Um, and not just your unemployment benefits, your food stamp, your cash assistance, and yeah, food stamp, guys, your unemployment benefits, that there's no shame on getting them. You are paying a certain amount of your paycheck every pay for it to go there. And I doubt if you are a software engineer or you're in a corporate world, I doubt you will be unemployed most of the time. So take advantage of your unemployment benefits. When you are unemployed, use them. Especially if you're like me, where you don't plan to be unemployed forever. Use them. There's no shame in that. The next thing, if you qualify for, is apply for food stamp. Um, I personally didn't qualify for food stamp because, I mean, I don't even know. Um, but yeah, anyways, like so yeah, once you applied for your unemployment benefits, apply for other benefits as well, like food stamps, cash assistance. A little disclaimer though, cash assistance is not, you're not gonna qualify for cash assistance if you don't have kids. So yeah, okay. So yeah, like I said, guys, start applying for your unemployment benefits because, uh, anyways, guys, start applying for your unemployment benefits and fill them up weekly. And the other benefits that you can take advantage of is EBT or food stamp. And if you have children, you might also qualify for some kind of cash assistance. Um, Obviously, I don't have a kid, so I don't qualify for that. And then there's also utility discount slash assistance for people with low income. I applied for it and for my electric, and it automatically got transferred over my gas. So since I qualified for the assistance on the electric, it automatically gave me a deduction on my gas as well, which was really, really nice. And who knows, maybe your Wi-Fi, you might also get a discount on that. Because for me, at least, I'm paying $70 a month for a Wi-Fi. Um, and yeah, if you can get that lowered, even better. So yeah, take advantage of the unemployment benefits and other benefits that you can qualify for. And then the last thing that you need to check within a week is your finance. Like, what are your monthly expenses? What can you trim down? Um, yeah, sorry. So yeah, check your finances. What are your monthly expenses? And if you don't make any money at all, how long will your savings and your money, how long will it take for you to basically be bankrupt, right? Because we don't want that. But you want to have some kind of idea on when you must work, or just have some kind of idea when you'll fully deplete your money, because you don't want to get there. um Hopefully you have been saving while you were working and you have a couple of months. um but if not, then yeah, you may need to apply a little bit more and maybe even get a job the next day. And then the last thing about finance that you need to check is, what can you trim down? Um, like I previously mentioned, maybe the Wi-Fi, you can change your plan. Maybe your phone plan, you can change your phone plan. Remove some of the subscriptions. Anything you're paying monthly, if you could reduce that, it would be even better. For me, something that I stopped was my student loan payment. they allowed me to have a 6 month pause because I'm currently unemployed and I'm not paying. So yeah, they're not taking like $200 from me a month from my student loans, which is really, really nice. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. The things that you guys should do within 7 days, you know. And then after 7 days, all throughout until the day you get hired, you wanna keep applying for weekly, filling up those unemployments weekly, because you have until no, you have 6 months, 24 weeks in total of yeah, you have 24 weeks in total of receiving these benefits. Yeah, you have 20, yeah. Yeah, you have 6 months, 4 weeks per month. You have 24 weeks in okay. Yeah, you have 24 weeks in total of claiming unemployment. And after that, you're kind of on your own. So you want to get a job within 6 months. And then also, so yeah, you oh, the next thing now. So yeah, keep applying for jobs until and filling up your unemployment until you get a job or you reach 6 months. And then the next thing you should also be doing is depending on the roles and companies you're applying for, some interview process just takes time, weeks, if not months, you know? So yeah, just be patient, you know, enjoy the free time that you have, and just like be more present with the people that you're with, you know. If you are with people or your friends, you know, catch up to them, finally talk to them, because you cannot rush this interview process. These take time, so and you don't want to be rushing them. So yeah, just enjoy your newfound free time, you know, and improve your skills or gain new skills. You know, there's a lot of things out there right now online that you can consume in order to make yourself better at your job. Um, so yeah, guys, those are the things that you guys should be doing um, within a 24 hours, within 7 days, and within 6 months of your if you get fired as a software engineer. If you guys got any more questions, let me know. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Um, wish me luck. Hopefully, I get a job soon. Or if you guys could, I will take donations, any kind of help or assistance from you guys. Um, and like, if you guys like the content, like, subscribe, you know the deal. And if you guys want to keep watching more coding, but you guys know the deal. Like or dislike. If you guys could leave comments, that would be awesome too. And if you guys want to see more coding related content or software engineering lifestyle, healthy lifestyle, subscribe, follow my page, check out my videos. I'll see you guys soon.